They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the scopes. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
Is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes of the nation. LRP in our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibes. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck, go against the vibe. Where you fuck, you gon' think I'm Mike Grable the way I make them tighten up. You'll be lucky if you even score. You should read more, though I choose to live in peace. You should know I bleed war. I'm a recon man, one of the best in the sport. I keep a drone on my hip, I let it out to explore. They say the ops on the way. I see one, I know it's more. They just ran inside a building, my EMP gon' deploy. Make them panic, play support. Crypto going manic, they tryna figure out how I do assault damage. Real just mark the surroundings, I know they can't stand it. Morosky sending out his ghost and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get a overstanding. Now you from a distance, see your partners, they done left you stranded. Damn. You know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight, I admit it was easy. Get you some practice, or you always die. I know you're doing that ping thing. They gon' made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield. It's been 7 minutes in the fucking game. I'm devoted. Hit you with the devotion. Hear it wind up, quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See, Goat just hit that beast on the hunt. Ghosts is ghosts. We reloaded, blow the EMP and we done. They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the
Let me teach you how to vibe. Let me teach you how to vibe.
LRP in our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out the mud.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Roll call. Cam was always first. The industry plant. The Oklahoma Sooners. It's Roll Tide around here. Andrew. Mr. Bad Take Sheed. Mr. 52. RL. Did the Seahawks give them belt today? Tyler Sage. Evan P.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Who in the building? Let's get right
Let
in.
me teach you how to
Wild
vibe.
ATL in the building. Here we go. If you're on Facebook, hit that like, share, follow, comment, tap in with us. If you're on YouTube, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, tap in with the daily content. You got picture in picture. If you're on Twitch, Amazon Prime, once a month, you can use a free sub on any creator. If not me, use it on somebody else. It's in your package, it's in your plan. Don't let it go to waste. Picture in picture. If you're watching on Kick, on the green side, there's no ads. Picture in picture, up to 50 emotes you can use. You don't even have to be a sub to the channel to use the emotes. Just be a follower. We just hit 900 followers over there. Appreciate y'all, man, on this grind to expand the shop past just Facebook. We on Kick, Twitch, YouTube every day. We might even start doing Twitter. But appreciate y'all tapping in for Sunday night football. We got Chargers, Steelers, who y'all got. And on top of that, Tennessee Titans won this week. We got the number 1 pick. We didn't play. We didn't lose. We lost Quandre Diggs, added Jarek Reed. We get to see some Kevin Winston Jr. Jeffrey Simmons should be back. Arden Key should be back. Calvin Ridley should be back. We should get a lot of people back. But on top of that, we got the number 1 pick. And there's so many thirsty teams for Fernando Mendoza, for Ty Simpson. Shout out to Ty Simpson, man. Ty Simpson tapped in in the shop this morning. I looked in, I seen my notifications. I seen Ty Simpson on there. I said, man, roll Ty. But you know one thing, man. Tennessee Titans got that first pick. It's all but sure. We play the Saints and the Browns. We could throw both those games and get the number 1 pick and trade back. I've been playing with some
Let
mocks.
me teach you how to vibe.
For all the people that love to disagree with all my content, I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed day. If y'all can't read the captions when I make the post, chat, y'all done sat here. We did 1,000 mock drafts taking edge rushers first. I said, let me humor myself and take a receiver. And, you know, people, I think you should take this receiver, that receiver. Man, Ohio State is on the run. I'm a Bama guy, but Ohio State is on the run. Olave, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Emeka Egbuka, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jeremiah Smith in 2 years. Like, bro, like, if Carnell Tate is on the board, you want to take a receiver, can't go wrong with Ohio State right now. Guy's going to get 100 yards on Sunday and dunk. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, do you want to throw a McMillan or do you want Egbuka? Do you want Xavier Legette or do you want Jackson Smith-Njigba? Like, you want the sexy pick or you want, you know what I'm saying? Or you want the guy that's going to give you 1,000 yards guaranteed. Tennessee Titans, pick any of these guys will be wide receiver 1 anyway.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Who else in the building? Big Jeff in the building. KT2 the GOAT. G's up. What's popping, my boy? Aurel, yeah. Seahawks is putting belt on people. What happened to Diggs? CCB in the building. Giants fan, what's popping? Is there anybody worth picking at number 1? Nah, James. Nobody wants the number 1 pick. Have a blessed day. Hope you're doing good though, James. I seen we gonna get in the day bowl in the blue tent in a minute because that's another crystal ball that I dropped. Basically Diggs was playing free safety. Kevin Winston Jr. was a project. We knew he was hurt when we drafted him. He was on IR to start the season. He's come back. He's healthy. They've been using him on special teams and in nickel packages. Sunday, if you watch the game, he's a great professional. He's a great leader. He's you know, one of the true pros in the sport. But when I seen Justin Herbert on that scramble and I seen Quandre Diggs look at him and turn and run the other way, so yeah, it's about time. People don't equate Jared Reed coming to Diggs. He's not replacing Diggs. He's coming to play where Kevin Winston Jr. and Kendrell Brooks and Mike Brown, who's on IR, was at, which is that rotational piece. But we've been knowing that Kevin Winston Jr. and Amani Hooker was going to be the 2 starting safeties of the future for the Tennessee Titans. When they extended Monty and they drafted Kevin Winston, when they traded back to get Femi, which a lot of people wanted Luther Burden, we traded out a Luther Burden spot, got Femi Oladejo. We didn't have a 3rd round pick because of the Snead trade. We got that pick back and used that pick to get Kevin Winston Jr. So that's your 2 starting safeties. So Jared Reed is more of the special team guy, the guy that's going to come in. And I mean, you've seen Jonathan Taylor running down the sideline. You've seen Diggs and Woods chasing after him. After he got past 5 yards, they couldn't do nothing with him. We need some guys that can run people down and tackle. Instead of it being an 80-yard run up the sideline, it's 18. That's what we need. Big Jeff, what it do? He said wide receiver U for sure. TJ, he said that was a perfect draft for the Titans. I mean, Lloyd, the point is, everybody know I'm a defensive guy that likes to run the ball, but I've done 100 mocks with Bain. I've did 100 mocks with Reese. You know, when you've done so many mocks where you pick defensive end every time, I trade back every time and then I go defense. The AI is all the way back here in October and November. The AI hasn't put into account that it's teams that need a quarterback. Even the AI don't take Mendoza and Ty Simpson first. It goes right in and just like randomly picking players based on AI need, which they updated every week. So by the, like, people have to realize, like, it's October, November. By the time, like, we shouldn't be talking draft right now at the bye week for the Tennessee Titans anyways. But once we get over into January, February, it will update more information. People like, oh, that tight end would have got taken in a second. Like, yeah, but if you're doing a mock and he's there in the 4th round, you'd select him. But those same people couldn't have predicted Chim Dike, A.O. Monner, and Gunnar Helm all in the same round, could they? Those same people wouldn't have expected Restrepo to go undrafted, Kobe Bryant to go undrafted, Nick Nash. Y'all remember how many times I did mocks last year and people say, oh, Nick Nash is going to go early. And Nick Nash went undrafted and Kobe Bryant went undrafted. Both of them went to the Atlanta Falcons as undrafted free agents. Remember when people were saying, oh, Tyler Warren's gonna be the first tight end taken, and it was Colston Loveland to the Bears. Like, we never know who's gonna be the first person or what a team is really after. We get surprised every year. Nobody had Tyler Shuck going before Shedeur Sanders. Nobody had Dylan Gabriel going as early as he did, or Quinn Ewers going in the 7th. Nobody can predict what the draft is going to unfold. I mean, rest in peace. I had Kyron Lacy in my mock draft in like the second and third round, and people was like, "Oh, why you want him?" And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on. Like, we got a long time before now in April, but you have to play around and say, if you did take a running back like Jeremiah Love, if you did take a receiver, if you did take an edge rusher first, if you did take an offensive tackle first, like, you got to play around with it. That's how I was able to guess how many people that, like, y'all seen my mocks, y'all seen how many people I was dead ass on early. I had Gunnar Helm in some mocks, and people's like, "Oh, Gunnar Helm is going early," and we got him in the as our second pick in the 4th round. So you just never know how the draft is really gonna play out. Aaron Rodgers is like, I told y'all, Aaron Rodgers is good, but he'll get into them moments like late in the season. Like, if the Steelers don't win a playoff game, like, that's cooked. Lad McConkey touchdown. I ain't see that. Quandre was a hitter once upon a time. He's a good pro, but then again, too, can you blame him if you see we got a defensive end, Jalen Harrell from Michigan, and Jalen Harrell from Michigan stutter stepped and let Justin Herbert truck him on third down to pick up a first down? Like, sometimes that happens, and you just wonder, like, because we losing, is the guy just gonna move out the way and let a guy get a first down, or move out the way and let a guy score? Becker, what's good, man? Y'all got the belt today. Draft class is gonna be weak. I mean, Giants fans, let me do you a favor. Go online and do a mock draft yourself and see what's available. And you tell me if you think the draft class is weak. Y'all have to stop listening to other people to formulate your opinions on what you think of things. Like, if I watch the game, I don't need somebody else to tell me who I think looks good or not. If you watch college football and you look at the draft board and look at what your team needs or might draft, you tell me if you think the class is weak. Because last year, y'all was saying, trade the number 1 pick. Don't take the players you taking. Trade back for Arch Manning and Drew Aller. Where are they at? Like, that's what y'all said last year. Wait on Lenore Sellers. Like, it was that last year. Now it's the draft class is weak. It can be strong last year and then weak this year. Titans did not try trading the first pick. Oh yeah, for sure, Jeff. EJ, Nito. Hey, Tyler Shuck balled out today, didn't it? B Walker, what it do, player? He said everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Yes, they are. That's why I tell people, that's why I said, like, get your own opinion about what you think about the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I see. I know what I look at. How many firsts would the Jets give up? Ooh, I mean, last year I told y'all I thought the Browns held the key to the draft, right? And my reasoning was Titans got to do the Senior Bowl. They got Shedeur first. They got to see everybody at the Senior Bowl. Then they got a week with Cam. And I was like, you get to see if they think that they should spend the first pick on Shedeur or Cam. Right after it came out that they was looking at Cam, the Giants went and got 2 quarterbacks that same week. You seen people like going and get quarterbacks. So it pretty much is telling you for every team that wanted a quarterback, the Titans is going to take one of those guys first. And the word out was it was Cam.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Well, Browns. I said the Browns hold the key to the draft, and they did. They traded back with Jacksonville, and loaded up. But then they picked 2 running backs in the same space, in Judkins and Sampson, and then they took 2 quarterbacks in the same space, in Dylan Gabriel and Shador. It's like they wasted their extra picks, doubling down on positions that you don't double down on. Like that's the one thing that the Browns did I didn't understand, because the Browns still have Jags first round pick next year and this year. Yeah, for sure, EJ. But I mean, you got Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is a capable coach. Cam style weak QB. A weak QB draft class doesn't equate to a completely weak draft. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing though. Like, this is my point. People were saying that last year's quarterback class was weak. I said I think this year's quarterback class would be better than the coming year. People laugh at me and they say, okay,
let me teach you how to vibe.
Well, I know what I see in Cam Ward. I know what the Giants see in Jackson Dart. The Saints like what they seen today out of Tyler Shuck. The Seahawks have Sam Darnold, and Milroe has time to sit. Will Howard's got a year to sit. Riley Leonard's got a year to sit. All the people that drafted quarterbacks drafted them for different reasons. So I don't think you'll find a Giant fan that said that this quarterback class is weak because they got their guy. Titans got their guy. People that were saying tank for Drew Aller and tank for Arch Manning might be sitting there scratching their head this year that nobody would have told you that Fernando Mendoza or the kid from Oregon or Ty Simpson was going to be the quarterback that they was looking to be the franchise guy. So you have to just let the time go through, and the best teams pick the best available players. They don't pick for need. Bad teams pick for need. Good teams pick best available player, and then you just shuffle. D'Angelo, man, I'm glad you're here tonight, man. We praying for y'all. I don't see anybody trading, drafting those quarterbacks and giving up 3 first-round picks. And the guy from Fernando Mendoza, I don't think he's that good. And Ty Simpson, you're not drafting him with the number 1.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
It's like, well, then, just cooling for sure. Stat man, what up? I mean, I put it like this. The New York Jets had a quarterback throw for 45 yards this season. They paying him $15 million a year. You ask the Jets if they think that Fernando Mendoza ain't worth the number 1 pick. I seen Ty Simpson throw beams all season, and he's under the same tutelage that Michael Penix was just in. So if you think that you like Michael Penix, I don't know why you would like Michael Penix and wouldn't like Ty Simpson. So if you was another team, let's say the Arizona Cardinals, who are going to have to eat a lot of money to get rid of Kyler Murray and needed to draft a first round quarterback, why wouldn't Fernando Mendoza or Ty Simpson be somebody you want on the Cardinals or the Jets? Or, I mean, I could go down a list of the teams that need a QB. And just like people didn't think that the Giants would trade up to get Jackson Dart, or the Vikings wouldn't trade back in to get JJ McCarthy, or the Falcons, who had just paid Kirk Cousins $180 million, wouldn't have spent the 7th overall pick on Michael Penix. It happens. Every year it happens. I can't think of a year where it doesn't happen. So if I'm the Tennessee Titans and any of these teams think that Fernando Mendoza or Ty Simpson could be that QB of the future, there you have it. There's the answer to your question. He said Trevor Lawrence is a weak QB out of the draft. Trevor Lawrence actually has talent, bro. Like, you can't be mad at Trevor Lawrence that y'all drafted Travis Hunter and made him play both ways and got him hurt, and then Brian Thomas Jr. is hurt. So you take the 2 best receivers off of any team playing against somebody in the division game. Like, do you think they're gonna ball? I mean, ultimately, like, ultimately y'all defense wet the bed in the fourth quarter. I can't blame that on offense. Y'all offense did well enough to win the game. Like, I don't think the Jags need, like D'Angelo, I think this is an emotional decision. Your offense scored points against a division rival in the Texans in a situation where your two biggest targets are out of the game. Your defense gave up a bunch of points in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how, like, you wouldn't say, like, maybe, just maybe our defense could have got off the field. Somebody will give it up, Sheed. There's no Oma giving up 3 firsts for Todd Simpson. Who said 3? Who said 3 first? If the Jets is picking second or third and the Titans have 1, the first pick would be a pick swap. The Jets would go to 1, the Titans would go to 3. They probably get the Titans one of their extra first and one of their first the next year. They still have 2 first-round picks in the next 2 years' drafts. Like, it's 3 teams: the Rams, the Browns, the Jets, the Cowboys. It's like a handful of teams that got multiple first-round picks. Like think about this, James. Pre-draft last year, if I told you was gonna trade back into the first to get Jackson Dart, you would have laughed. You're a Giant fan and you would have laughed at me if I told you that. Then when it happened, like, you can't be surprised. Like, your team is a team that traded to get back into the first round last year, and y'all gave up multiple draft picks to do it. And you're saying that you don't think a team worse than your team with no quarterback would do the same thing, bro. I'm confused. Y'all gotta make it make sense. It still might need. They drafted Will Howard last year, but I told y'all, like, if Aaron Rodgers was duct tape on the boat, if Aaron Rodgers don't go to the Super Bowl this year or make an AFC Championship run, like, you're gonna be in shuffle from Justin Fields to Russell Wilson to Aaron Rodgers, and still have to at some point develop a QB. They said probably the Colts first. He said, if you know the Titans ain't drafting QB, why trade up? Because the Titans, the Jets, the Saints, the Dolphins, the Browns, it's going to be a lot of teams right there. And would you want the Titans to trade? All right, let's say you got the Dolphins, the Cardinals. Let's say you sit in your hands and the team move up in front of you and draft the QB you want. See what I'm saying? Like, let's say the Jets the Jets has got the number 3 pick and the Titans got 1. They're like, the Titans ain't picking a quarterback. Well, the Titans ain't drafting first either. So somebody's going to get the number 1 pick. So if the Titans trade back to somebody else and they pick the player that you want, that's the whole beauty of being in front of somebody in the draft. We got J.C. Latham. Everybody knew the Tennessee Titans was going to draft Joe Alt, the pick before J.C. Latham. Now, hindsight 2020, if you go back to that draft and say, man, if you the Tennessee Titans, you probably would have gave up James Williams to get Joe Alt. You probably would have gave up that 5th or 6th round pick, that special teams linebacker you got to get Joe Alt. Joe Alt is like a Pro Bowl caliber left tackle that's going to play left tackle for a decade. So it's like, if you miss out on that player by holding on to a pick that turned into nothing, like, think about the Titans history. Titans traded Kevin Byard to the Eagles. We got Terrell Edmonds back. We cut him. The 2 picks was Jaquan Jackson and Jarvis Brownlee. We traded Jarvis Brownlee to the Jets. We got that pick back as a 6th round pick. Ultimately, we're going to be then traded Kevin Byard because we cut everybody else. We're going to be then cut him for the 6th round pick we got from the Jets this coming year. Sometimes, like, trading to get, like, sometimes them picks ain't as valuable as they seem. Like, if the Colts go on an AFC title run with Sauce Gardner, regardless of how he looked today, if they go on an AFC title run with Sauce Gardner, you're going to be saying, what was the number 1 pick used that the Jets got back from the Colts. Now, if it wind up being some receiver like that turned into nothing, like sometimes you gotta be sitting thinking, like sometimes players don't always trade. Like, sometimes it don't always work out. For the Lions and the Rams that year, the Rams got Stafford and got a Super Bowl. The Lions got Jared Goff, Jamison Williams, Aiden Hutchinson, all the guys that we know now, Jahmyr Gibbs, all that came from that trade. Tennessee Titans, we traded with the Rams. They got Jared Goff with that pick. That's that. See, think about this. Titans traded with Rams. Rams got Jared Goff with the number 1 pick. We got Derrick Henry in that draft. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we got a Hall of Fame running back. They got a quarterback that took them to a Super Bowl. So it's like, it's rare that like you remember the players that people got in the trade. So I'm saying, if I'd give up an extra first next year or a second if I got the guy that's going to be quarterback for 8 years. Had a feeling y'all was going to draft Dart. We know that y'all like Dart, but when y'all pick Abdul Carter, nobody had any clue that the Giants was going to trade back in, because everybody thought the Saints was going to move up and take Jackson Dart when y'all didn't take him first. Rabbit, what up? Panthers fell back today. Tell LaJuan please to get the Titans, get some Cam. He gonna get some help. This game hurt so bad. We haven't swept the Texans since 2014. Davis Mills about to cook Tennessee, and we want that, bro. Tennessee Titans is not like, we want to compete, have the game won, and then punt it away and lose. We want the number 1 pick. See, this is the thing. It's so many teams that are fighting so hard that's gonna play 500 or sub 500 ball, and it's so funny. Like, y'all on y'all playoff window, y'all done spent all y'all money and drafted and got everything that y'all need, and it ain't enough. We understand that we ain't enough, and we wasn't gonna be competitive this season. we playing for the future. Like, some teams, and I done went down the list of those teams. Some teams need to be playing for the future. Like, y'all, it ain't gonna happen for y'all. Like the Texans and the Jags, just like it's over. This year's done. This year's cooked for both of y'all. Y'all just getting worse draft position at this point. Cowboys worse draft position. It's some teams that's just like pretty, like right now it's pretty clear we all know who's the competitive teams in the NFL and who ain't. Captain Brostra will probably be back. Start him or keep Mills. I don't know, man. I don't know how bad his concussions is. And the Titans is a game you could win without CJ Stroud, because I don't even know how many players they gonna bring back off IR to play y'all. Because I mean, look at the Giants. Giants got Jackson Dart, and Dabo trying to keep his job so bad he didn't illegally bought Jackson Dart back in the game with concussion protocol, and now got a concussion on him. Like, bro, shut him down, man. Y'all gonna get Jackson Dart is gonna be like RG3 and Jaden Daniels. Y'all keep getting him out there running 10 times a game. I've been trying to tell y'all that it looks cool to see a young QB run around and scramble until there's Vince Young and they're in the back of the limo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming, bro. Like, y'all gotta start running them quarterbacks around trying to win games. I just think the Giants then got all their young stars hurt, playing with reckless abandon, and now they 2-8. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. The Jets and Browns, somebody had to lose. You said, I'll stick with Mills, let CJ rest up until the Bills game. That's a game they can make a break. Y'all season done. I mean, at this point, just don't get CJ. The whole thing been all season is like, y'all got great skill players and y'all got a good defense, but are y'all gonna get CJ Stroud killed by trading away his whole offensive line? And the answer is yes. Like, this season is done for y'all. The Texans, y'all just need to just go and accept that and start looking at the draft board to see who gonna be what left tackle or what offensive lineman gonna be around by the time y'all pick. Like, y'all, I ain't never seen a team make the playoffs and win the division and be the favorite in the division and then trade all their good linemen away and have their quarterback on concussion protocol halfway through the season. Akon and Young G's, it coming to 2 times. D'Angelo, William D, Anthony, Tony, what up? Say I agree with that. Let CJ rest the next year. Get Dale and Mixon back. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, because even if y'all do get to the playoffs and be 9-7 or 10-7, I mean 9-8 and 10-7 or something, and y'all mess around and get the Chiefs or somebody for first round, or the Ravens mess around and get healthy and get like, bro, just hang it up, bro. Like the Buffalo Bills, like we don't want to see y'all get out there and do that. Saying if y'all ain't gonna be full strength, man, you just be wasting time. Gonna be wasting time, man. Like I seen the Seahawks put Belt on the Cardinals today, and they got Shaheed, Cooper Kupp, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, Horton. Like, yeah, man. Hey, listen, like for the teams that's trying to fight to get in, teams that was already better got better, picking up players at the break. And see, this the thing about the good teams, like the Seahawks and the Eagles and all these teams. Like, you seen the Eagles go get Jalen Phillips and Jair Alexander, and then tell them, hey, rest up. We don't need y'all to the playoffs. Playoffs hit. Even if whatever the Eagles do, they don't have to pay Jalen Phillips and they don't have to pay Jair at the end of the year, and they still got 8 picks in the first 5 rounds. Like, they don't need them. They're gonna use them up and then dish them off. Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing to watch good organizations. It's like the Seahawks can do their run, let K9 and Cooper Kupp walk, and next year come back with Horton, Shaheed, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, and then take that bottom of the end first round pick and go draft one of the best that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they like the good teams got it made, because they're drafting for best available player. They're not drafting in need and got 5 or 6 holes in starting roles on both sides of the ball they trying to fill. I just hope the Saints take their starters. Don't worry, when the Titans play the Saints, y'all will be playing against Brandon Allen. They'll be in the shut Cam Ward down by then. He said, y'all not bad, but y'all not good. If y'all not full strength with like Tank Dell and everybody and Joe Mixon and a line that can block when y'all play good teams, like it's just a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you okay, but you're not good enough to really make that real run with what you got. Because the Texans are very talented. Y'all just ain't got no O-line, and I'm not sure like why they just be leaving. Like when I watch y'all play the Seahawks, I was like, bro, they just leave CJ out to dry, bro. He said Titans won, lost on the bye. Man, talk to me. Tariq Woolen. All right, let's get into the Tennessee Titan free agent thing, which I think is more important than thinking about the draft board right now. Titans gonna have like 140 million free in cap. And I've been saying, looking at the positions that they could potentially draft at, I think they're gonna spend the money at edge and corner. Reason why I say that, I did that mock today to prove a point. Let's say the Tennessee Titans got Jalen Phillips, or they got Kayvon Thibodeau, or they got Adafio Way at edge in free agency, and they brought back Jahar Ward, Femi Oladejo came back healthy, and then you put, let's see, Arden Key walks. They already traded Draymond Jones, Truman Jones, and Ali Gay is both on contract through next year. Like, let's say they went and spent the bag on one of those edge rushers. When they trade back and they got 2 picks in the first round, they could go Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Love. And people was arguing so bad today about it, but I'm like, if you think about it, they got a chance to go playmaker at that point and draft edge later in the first or in the second, because you already have your starting pieces. Like let's say they blew the bag on Kayvon Thibodeau, and you had Thibodeau, Femi Oladejo, Jeffrey Simmons, and Tavondre Sweat. That's your front 4. Then in my mock, that's why it's like, take like a TJ Parker in the second. Him playing in rotation with Jahar Ward on the other side playing in rotation. Like, you got 5 edge rushers at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I did the draft was like, the Titans got a chance to go after playmakers at that point. And I still was able to get a tight end and like Jeremy Bernard or Horton or Nick Harbor or somebody later on, like to just load up. Because almost anybody that we draft in the first 3 rounds as an instant starter because of the lack of talent pool we got. Then I thought about another place that they could go back is offensive line. Like, they could take Dan Moore and move him to a sorry team that's desperate for a left tackle and eat some of the contract and then go out and sign a better left tackle, which in reality, J.C. Latham last year at left tackle is better than Dan Moore this year for a whole gazillion dollars less. So my whole thought is like, just think about what you could do if you was the Titans. If you was to go playmaker early and then go cornerback and edge second. If you spent your money at cornerback and edge in free agency. I don't see the Titans spending money on no free agent receiver like George Pickens. If the culture is bad, George Pickens is not going to be the culture guy you looking for. I just don't see them spending money in free agency on like a wide receiver or a running back. Maybe Isaiah Likely at tight end if he was there. But I just don't see that happening. So like, they got a connection with the Chiefs. Let's say Jalen Watson from the Chiefs or Reek Willen, you paid them 10-15 million a year. You could take a corner in the second or third round and look at Will Johnson on the Cardinals that fell to the second. Everybody thought Will Johnson was going to be a top 10 pick. He fell to the Cardinals. So they got Walter Nolan and Will Johnson. So like, you just got to think about like where you want to attack. I think they should attack edge, offensive line, and cornerback in free agency with the money. I don't think they should spend their money on a running back or a receiver. If they do, it probably gonna be somebody like Tyquan Thornton or somebody like that got connections and ties to the Chiefs or the Packers. Like that, do that make sense? Then when you do go, like, you want to draft a running back, you want to draft a receiver, like Isaiah Likely or Kyle Pitts, if I could get one of those guys but they're not gonna want, like, Titans ain't gonna be their first pick. So for me, like, I'd rather go in the draft and get my skill position players. He said one in Brees, but they wanted a third. It must be Mixon done. Brees Hall was supposed to go to the Chiefs, but the Chiefs didn't want to give up a third. They was trying to give up a fourth. But you see, in my mock draft, I took Nick Singleton in the fourth. I think Nick Singleton would fight Khalil Mullins and Tajay Spears for #1 running back next year. But I mean, if you get a Jeremiah Love or something, like, we talking next level. Somebody said on Twitter, calls better pay for meals because what was this year coming out? Huh? Say it again, EJ. So that's my thought, is like what the Tennessee Titans should do with the free agency and draft, because they don't want to spend a lot of their cap. They want to hold on to it. So if you exercise Snead and you exercise Ridley and you do got that 140 million, I think the best thing to do is bring back like Oli Udoh, bring back Moss, bring back Hans, Levin, your lineman. You got Crenshaw Dixon coming back. Juku, you're out of here, bud. I don't know if they'll move Cushenberry or Dan Moore, but when you just really look at it, Tony Pollard is out of there. Van Jefferson's gone. I think Bryce Oliver's gone. I just think when you go to that, you want to draft young backs and receivers and young tight ends. Gunnar Helm could be tight end 1 next year. And the Vanderbilt fans came out of the woodworks mad because I took their tight end. They're like, oh, this guy's gonna go early. Like, bro, like, why y'all arguing with AI, bro? Like, dog, I'm just, if they pick him, I'll pick another tight end that's, you know, like, they can play behind Gunnar Helm. Like, I'm confused at why that's a big deal. But at defensive back, I know Rand missed on Snead, but I could seriously see the Titans spending a good bit of money at corner and edge to help. I think you want to draft, like, if you, like, one of my mocks, I had Deontay Lawson in like the third. You know, you get a guy like that to be the guy that's going to take over for Cody Barton after this year. Like, I think you got to draft like that. I think you got to load up at positions of need with a veteran and a young guy. with the emphasis being that the young guys going to take over. So for the people that asking about Quandre Diggs, we kind of was happy that Quandre Diggs and Tyler Lockett moved on, because guess what? Quandre Diggs and Tyler Lockett being out of the way means Kevin Winston Jr. and Chimere Dike get snaps. That's what we want. We want young, fast guys that's athletic and bigger and stronger. Like, that's what you want. But this is the shop, man. The shop is open, man. Any questions y'all got? Anything y'all want to talk about? Tennessee Titans. Oh my goodness, we get this number 1 pick. Like, I think we get no less than a top 3 pick, regardless of how the season plays out. And Tennessee Titans gonna have the most money in cap space. But I just don't think they need to be trying to shoot for no George Pickens or none of that. I think they should go after edge and cornerback in free agency. If you get a chance to shoot your shot at Isaiah Likely or Kyle Pitts or something to match with Gunningham, you do it. It's obvious that they don't that they're probably not going to expand Chig at this point, but it is what it is. Like, it's a new era for the Tennessee Titans. And for the people that don't want us to take the Ohio State receiver, give me a reason why we shouldn't. If we trade back and got 2 picks in the first round, why we shouldn't be looking at Jeremiah Love and Carnell Tate. Yeah, RVL Reese and Ruben Bain and like, bro, like, okay. So you telling me, like, if we got, like, I don't know, Keldrick Falk or TJ Parker after getting a superstar receiver, like that you'd be mad? If you already had went and got Kayvon Thibodeau or Jalen Phillips or Dafio Way or something like that, and edge with Femi coming back, you think the Saints should have let Shaheed go? They really didn't have no choice. I mean, Olave is y'all guy. Y'all drafted him. I think it's time to move on from Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara. You got to get them guys out of there and start with some fresh blood. Y'all got a good tight end in Johnson. Like, Olave is the guy. Like, you know, like how many times, like, just think about it. The Seahawks was like, oh, should we let go of DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett? And now they got Cooper Kupp, JSN, and Horton, and Shaheed. Like, you think they care about letting DK Metcalf go now? It's like, you gotta have faith that you're gonna bring in guys that's gonna be different. Like, oh my God, like, what are we gonna do without Tyler Boyd and D-Hop and Calvin Ridley, and then Chimere DK and Aomon go crazy? Now they just need some help. They don't need Van Jefferson and Mason Kinsey as the guys that's in rotation with them. We need better guys. Tennessee Titans need a 53-man roster of guys who their floor is special teams and their ceiling is, I'm a starting caliber player that can play. Because you got to think, like, would the Saints be smart to be paying Shaheed and Olave max money? Like, the Saints is in the same spot we in. These teams got to rip the Band-Aid off and start getting rid of players and getting draft picks and drafting well, spending smart. Like, people got to stop trying to get a free agent guy that's going to change the game. Like, Rand spent a bunch of money on Ridley thinking that was going to be the solution to our wide receiver problems, and it hasn't been. He spent a bunch of money on Snead that was going to fix our cornerback room. It didn't. Now, when you see the Steelers trade and get Jalen Ramsey and then get Big Play Slay for $10 million, and then they've already drafted Porter and bring in Kyle Duggar, and people like those guys are getting younger and faster and adding veterans in the right spots. Like that's how you do it. You supplement. You don't spend, like, even the Eagles. The Eagles is at the top of their division. They got a Dory Jackson to go with Quenya Mitchell, Khalid Ringo, and Cooper DeJean. They're gonna get younger at those positions, not older. He was y'all speed guy, but you don't think that there's another 4-3 guy with speed that you could draft? Like, it's always gonna be a guy. You just gotta get new. You know what I'm saying? Like, to think that you're a franchise that can only draft one guy with speed that works. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, would it really be smart for y'all to be in a rebuild and have two $25 million receivers? I mean, look what that's done to the Bengals. look what it's gonna do to the Cowboys this offseason. They can't pay George Pickens. They're paying CeeDee Lamb $38 million and Dak Prescott $75 next year on cap hits. Like, somebody got to go. So you got to be able to draft and develop some guys to go with your guy. So if Olave is the guy, you need to draft some complementary pieces to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Buccaneers, they had Mike Evans was the guy with Godwin. When they started just drafting guys in the dude from Oregon that they got and Igbuka, you ain't even think about Mike Evans them no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even the Seahawks had DK Metcalf and Lockett, but by the time they got JSN, it's JSN's team. Now they got Horton. Now they got Shaheed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to just, the Rams let go of Odell. Rams let go of Von Miller. Aaron Donald retired. You know, and you just like, man, who they gonna have? And then it's Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams. Then you bring in Tay Adams. Then you got Whittington. Then you got these big 6-7 foot tall tight ends they got. Like, that's how you build and continue to build. It's like you draft guys and then you supplement. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's what teams gotta, the bad teams just keep trying to put duct tape on the boat. You just gotta rip the Band-Aid off and build something better. And once they commit to draft and develop, like, they'll have, like, these teams will sustain a winning culture, and the guys will be bought into doing what y'all doing. Cause just think about it, like Quandre Diggs and Tyler Lockett asked for releases out of Nashville. You know, they asked to be let go. So what does that tell you? Like, man, they don't believe in what you building here. You got to respect yourself enough to let these guys go and know that, okay, well, Quandre Diggs is out, Kevin Winston Jr. is the starter, and we'll have Jared Reed be our rotational piece. You know what I'm saying? This guy's been clamoring to get a chance to get on the field. Like, you gotta, it's gotta be that way. And the Tennessee Titans have to, they gotta build that. Okay, lock it out that way. Tim Ray DK emerges. Okay, Quandre Diggs is out. The first time you see Kevin Winston make a crazy play, you're like, man, we should have been had him out there. And then you do it again next year. And do it again the year after that. And do it again the year after that. It's the same way with the draft. Like, there's not one player you're going to draft and he's going to, like, be a deal breaker for you. Like, like, you need to draft. If you got 8 draft picks, you need 4 guys that's going to impact your team and a couple guys that can make the squad. Then you start having depth. Then you start being like some of the teams that you've seen this season go through mad injuries and still be able to compete. Falcons got to get out the pistol. It's really our opponents, but can't take the ball from center while they draft anyways. Got to get rid of Raheem and Zach. That's crazy. Like, you really, like, that's sad, truly, if Michael Penix can't play under center. That's really sad if he truly cannot play under center, bro. Like an NFL quarterback should not sleep at night if he doesn't know how to take snaps under center, bro. Like, it should be something that just burns him at his core if he cannot take snaps under center, bro. Like, that's that like, to me, that's like the, you see sometimes they have the NBA player and the NBA player can't shoot free throws. Like, bro, sleep in the gym if you got to be able to shoot 75% from the free throw line. I ain't asking you to shoot 91%, but, like, bro, can we get you to shoot 75%? Can you shoot better than Shaq at the free throw strike? It's called a charity strike for a reason. It's free. Say if that's true. Bro, is my comments froze? If the comments froze, I'm gonna be mad. I don't think y'all drafted no QB this year though. Cause like for one, y'all are finally gonna be able to get off of Kirk Cousins' contract. He stole $100 million from y'all. So you if anything with Michael Penix, like y'all drafted QB late rounds, or y'all get a veteran that could come in and let that clear out. LeBron's a 69% free throw shooter. I'll round up. That's 70%. You hit 7 out of 10 free throws, you good. You just can't be out there. What's the boy? Ben Simmons. You can't be out there shooting 40 ball. You can't be 4 out of 10 from the line. Yeah, Kirk Cousins he came in, no mask on, came and held y'all up. And you know what's funny about that, EJ? So many people argue with me up and down about that Kirk Cousins deal, and I told them like this got to be one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. And people is arguing me up and down about the Kirk Cousins. Like, bro, man is 36, about to be 37, coming off of a major surgery. You just gave this man $100 million guaranteed, 180 in 4 years. He gonna be 40 years old when the contract ends. He came and stole $100 million. They're gonna cut him in the off season and clear the books up. You just gave him $100 million to sit on the bench. Man played like 6 or 7 games and got $100 million, dog. And I think his last 4 or 5 games, he went like a whole month without a touchdown with like 6 or 7 interceptions to end that streak. If I ain't mistaken, I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I need Travion Henderson to be team of the week expeditiously. And piece of man, I'm in a Titans group chat, media group chat, and people arguing about drafting a running back high. I'm like, bro, that's what happens when you draft a running back high. He get his opportunity and he Hail Marying down the sideline. I watched Jonathan Taylor run down the sideline. I watched Travion Henderson run down the sideline. You know what I'm saying? At some point, might want a dynamic running back giving the ball to out the backfield or handing off to in situations where you know you got to run the football. Definitely not taking Penix out to put Kirk Cousins in. Definitely not doing that. Drake London cook sauce. I mean, it's his first game playing in the defense. The coach still won the game. At the end of the day, like Drake London cook sauce, but by the time playoffs get here, if Sauce and Charvarius Ward is out there with Kenny Moore in the slot, they'll be fine. Everybody gonna get dunked on at some point. I still think Sauce Gardner worth the trade. +100 yards and they lost. It's a team game, my friend. It's a team game. Dicker the kicker. Chargers is up 15-3. Third quarter. Pitts got to go. I want him in Nashville. I'll take him in Nashville. We ain't maxing him out though. Wide open pass. Ladie.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Hey, the Saints did their thing today, Ladie. Saints did their thing. Thank y'all. Saints, Jets, Browns. Come on. One more win out of y'all. Tennessee Titans got that #1 locked up, and y'all gonna have to give up y'all draft pick to get it back. He said just the facts about the Falcons. They got Cousins because they had a rookie play caller. Now Penix in our second year OC having issues calling the same game routes against pressure. When he dropped the ball. But see, this is the thing, like, I've been hearing all day listening to y'all talk about y'all teams and people like talk about the offense. Nigga, stop Jonathan Taylor. Hey, how about stopping Jonathan Taylor, bro? Hey, bitch, talking about this and that and this and that. How about stopping Travion Henderson? How about stopping the running back from running for 500 yards and 55,000 touchdowns? Like at some point, the defense got to step up and like, yeah, my boy D'Angelo was talking about Trevor Lawrence. Like Trevor Lawrence don't play defense. They gave up 26 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Like, get a stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, bat a ball down, get a sack. Like, people have like $20 million edge rushers and $20 million cornerbacks and can't get off the field. Yeah, y'all won. Tyler Shuck looked good today too. I mean, it is the Panthers, but we'll see. We'll see if he can put two together. Two 50-yard runs. Been saying Drake called boss success was everywhere. Sauce played really well.
Let me teach you how to
in his
vibe.
debut. He just said nah. He said they did till it was too late. Chronic was good. Like Caleb Williams, the mean scramble at the end of the game to get the dub. Back-to-back weeks. Is Caleb Williams the cardiac kid? Chronic fan, is Caleb Williams the cardiac kid? Finally gave up more than 50 yards to a running back. Still didn't go crazy. Say it's hard for a defense to stay strong when the offense is going 3 and out. I disagree. It's going to be some times where the offense got to turn up and win a game for you, right? But also it's going to be some times where defense got to get off the field. Now, looking at that game, that's hard. Jonathan Taylor ran for 200 yards. Bro, I don't care if y'all scored 100 points. If Jonathan Taylor get 200 yards rushing, you deserve to lose the football game. Like, I'm not finna go over and beat up my offense because my defense gave up a gazillion yards to a running back that you knew you was gonna have to stop coming into the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an unpopular opinion, but I mean, Jonathan Taylor had 32 carries, 244 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Hey, he also had 42 yards receiving. Jonathan Taylor had almost 300 yards of total offense by himself. At some point, he can't just be like, man, the offense got to carry. Like, at some point, like, the Falcons spent 2 first-round picks on defense. They got Jesse Bates. They went and spent money on defense. Like, you just can't be out here getting destroyed up front. Sacks don't mean nothing. Like, they just mean you pass rushing and you ain't tackling the running back. Like, when people talk about Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans give up 175 yards a game rushing, like, if you got a rookie quarterback and you never can run for 100 yards and every person you play against run for 200 yards, I don't care what Cam Ward does. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what Cam Ward do if we giving up 200 yards a game on the ground. Like, you can't win like that. Like, that's not winning football. It's not winning football. Like, we played the Chargers. That's a game we could have won. Chargers had 131 yards rushing with the 3rd and 4th string running back, and we had all our running backs, and we had 88 yards rushing at home. Like, if a team got a 3rd and 4th string running back, they got guys off the practice squad at running back, and you got your 2 top backs, and you get 88 yards rushing at home, like that's not winning football. If Cam Ward throw for 500 yards and we lose, you look across the board and see every team we play run for 200 yards, like, you gotta have some heart. Say defense get tired, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Bro, these niggas get paid a lot of money. Get paid a lot of money. Good teams don't let the opposing team run for 300 yards, bro. Like, y'all can sell that to somebody who will listen. Nah, it won't be me. Like, the Titans played the Colts, we had 113 rushing yards. Jonathan Taylor had 153 rushing yards on 12 carries. Bro, we're not winning the football game if I give you these stats. Like I can go back to every game and you don't even gotta look at nothing else that happened. You just look at the rushing box score. I need y'all to start doing it more. The Patriots, 175 yards rushing. Titan had 39 yards rushing at home versus the Patriots. Bruh, you don't like, I don't care what Cam Ward and Drake May did. If they run for 175 and we run for 39 at home, like we don't win the game. I don't care what the score is. He said, are the Bills trash? Man, y'all know the Bills. The Bills beat the Chiefs. They thought the season was over. Bills beat the Chiefs. They thought the season was over, and then they just didn't show up today. Because guess what happened? Can anybody guess what happened in the game today? Devin Achane, 22 carries, 174 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Buffalo Bills, 87 yards rushing with James Cook having only 53 yards rushing. That's what happened. They couldn't stop the run. Like Devin Achane had 230 yards all purpose, bro. Like y'all, I know some of y'all is like younger. Y'all see football different. I'm old school. I'm looking at the box score. I'm gonna see who can stop the run and who can run the football. You can beat Josh Allen, but if they got 200 yards rushing with one person, like even Josh Allen ain't scoring, bro. Yeah, I mean, piece of man, the Patriots. People talk about Drake May and y'all offense. Y'all haven't given up a 50-yard rusher all season. Coop with the 20 ball. Hey, Coop, are you okay? That's what I'm saying, pizza. Becker say, look at the rushing stats in y'all game. Bro, I ain't even want to say nothing to you because like it was so bad. I was like, man, should I say something to Becker? Or should I just let Arizona rushing 129 yards. Seahawks 198 yards and 2 touchdowns. Charbonnet had 83. K9 had 67. Yeah. Usually if you can't stop the run, because like the Seahawks beat the hell out of the Cardinals today, right? Jacoby Brissett, 258 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Sam Darnold was 10 of 12 for 178, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 1 sack. Those are very, 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 very pedestrian numbers for Sam Darnold, right? When you see they ran for 200 yards, like that just tells you what happened. Like they played defense and ran the ball, like they didn't even have to throw it. And when they did throw it, people was open. He said, I'd rather get aired out. Yeah, like just on some real stuff. Like if somebody bomb on you, you cool, but you just can't get beat up front. You just can't get the belt up front. Yo, Dragon sticking in the chat, my dog Coop crawling in here after the Rams put belt on them boys today. I'm glad you're here, man. Like Titans fans did not want to be known as a running team, but for years people knew regardless of what happened, you gotta stop Derrick Henry from running the ball. You gotta stop Chris Johnson from running the ball. For years you knew you had to stop the Titans from running and playing defense. And when you take that away, the Titans can't run the football. What does play action look like with a team where the linebackers and the safeties and the edge rushers is not worried about the running back? They just go kill your quarterback. It's pretty simple. Like the Colts is so stupid. I don't know if y'all seen, some of y'all probably didn't see it. I had messages like, when the Colts figure out that they got Jonathan Taylor, they'll win the game. Then Jonathan Taylor like went crazy, they won the game. I'm like, because they realized trying to make Daniel Jones throw for 400 yards a game is not conducive. Run the ball with Jonathan Taylor, get the ball to Tyler Warren at tight end, hit Michael Pittman on some timing routes, and before you know it, you'll be blowing somebody out, and Daniel Jones will be 20 or 25 for 250 yards passing, 2-3 touchdowns, and he'll scramble for 30 or 40 yards too. Like, just get the ball to John, like the Eagles. People say the Eagles win ugly, but Saquon Barkley had 130 all-purpose yards, and the game be over. The mid-season trade they made for Henderson. Trey Henderson has paid off and went from having Bijan to having in the league Bijan, Dowdle, Vidal Henderson. Oh, you talking about fantasy football? I thought you talking about real football, boy. But that's pretty much it though. Like football is not difficult. You win up front on offensive line, defensive line. If you can run the ball, you can play action, and it makes worse receivers look better. It's not that hard, bro. It's like even on Madden, bro. I know people hate when you say Madden, but how do you stop blitz on Madden? You run play action plays and block the running back. They stop. Like you have longer time in protection. It's not that difficult. If you play somebody and they're not good enough to stop the inside zone, you just run inside zone the whole game. If somebody can't stop stretch, you just run stretch the whole game, and they be frustrated. It's the same way in real life. You slow people blitz down by running dead at they edge rushers. Edge rusher get double team 2-3 plays in a row, going on a long drive. They'll start to peel it off, or they're just spending all their energy sending it off the edge the whole game. And then if you run it, you never in third and long. Open up easier passing lanes. Like LSU offense is ass, is mid. But one thing they did do is send a lot of motion, RPO, sprint out plays, where it's like the running back in the flat, the tight end right behind the backside receiver on the dig route. They did that, and it slowed down Bama's pass rush. And at one point, Nussmeier had only like missed like 2 or 3 passes because like on first down, they ran in motion, RPO, faked the handoff, running back in the flat, tight end in the levels behind the dig route, somebody going deep. And they was like moving the ball slowly up the field doing that until like they get a penalty or something and set themselves back. But like that's a way to slow down that pass rush and to get people in some one-on-one easy throws. Let me find out Pittsburgh finna get the belt tonight and be 5-4. Let me find out the Ravens is only 1 game back from Pittsburgh. Like, I ain't a Pittsburgh hater, but I would be so happy if them boys play 500 ball and don't make the playoffs. Oh, that'll make for some good content. Mac Hollins went off. Career could have been so much better if he was featured more. He has tools. I wanted Mac Hollins when he came off the Raiders. He went from the Raiders to the Falcons to y'all, if I ain't mistaken. He was in the Bills for half a second. But he's a 6'4" big guy that can dunk, and he's a really good run blocker. You need guys like that. Nick Westbrook Akine was like that. I'm going to say Nick Westbrook a bunch of times, but that's the guy that Nick Westbrook was, that big physical target that can run block. He said the Unks in the playoffs. You see how it go? If the Chargers make this field goal, this gonna make it real tough on Pittsburgh. 18-3 going into the fourth quarter. Yo, 87 in the chat. This man hit the upright. Pittsburgh live. This man just hit the upright. Doom.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
This man just hit the upright. Man, that water be hitting. Hey, and then too, I don't know if some of y'all know, people that's watching on YouTube and Facebook, when I switch over on a late night stream, we be recapping all the games. We watch all the games back on Twitch and on Kick. We can't watch them on Facebook and YouTube for copyright issues, but make sure you follow on Shotbybuddha FB on Twitch. Shotbybuddha on Kick. No ads. Shotbybuddha FB if you got a Twitch and you don't got Kick. tap in and we be watching all the game highlights back on Sundays and Mondays. That's how. See, I actually watch every team every week, and I go back and I look at certain things, and I watch the Titan games over, and I be on, I be trying to be behind the scenes, man, and that's where I be coming from. I actually be watching these teams and kind of see what they do. I'm interested to see who the Titans bring back off IR because they play the Texans. Like, I can see the Titans beating the Texans, losing to the Seahawks, losing to the Jags, losing to the Browns on purpose. Browns might be trying to throw that game too. Lose to the Niners, lose to the Chiefs, throw the game versus the Saints on purpose, and then have the number 1 seed locked up and then beat the Jags to finish the season. Like, that's the type of stuff that the Titans do. That's the type of stuff that the Titans do. Boy, peace of man, I'm happy for you. The Patriots is up. You know what I'm saying? You seem happier, birds chirping louder, dogs barking, fishes fishing. You know what I'm saying? Peace of man, it's a whole lot happier dude with the Patriots playing good. Let's see: L'Jarius Sneed, Mike Brown, Femi, Anthony Orji, Ali Gay, Blake Hans, Will Levis, and Khalil Mullen still on IR. I wonder how many of them come back though. I wonder how many of them come back. So on November 11th, we'll know if they brought anybody back. I think Mike Brown should be eligible to and I really want to see Khalil Mullins run the football, but it's gonna be a while, bro. What's funny, Lady? Rico Dowdle being top 10 in fantasy already. Say he started like 4 games with Diabolical. He's gonna be higher after this week too. I know the Cowboys kicking themselves over there. Rico Dowdle. He done came back and put belt on the Cowboys. No, we don't want Chuba Hubbard. Tennessee Titans want to draft Jeremiah Love or Nick Singleton. That's what we want. After this, I'll do a mock with y'all so y'all can see how I go through the mock process. Talking about piece of man. Bro, like, how many people when they team lose, like, they just disappear? I love when people team either doing real bad or real good. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, Piece of Man is probably the most passionate Patriot fan we got in the community. See, I'm a Tennessee Titan person and Alabama Crimson Tide person, but most of my chat is people from different fan bases. And I think that's, like, a beautiful thing, right? Like, the fact that so many people watch my content that are not a fan of the same team as me. I think that's actually a really cool thing. I think that's a really cool thing. So, like, the first 3 running backs that they have listed is Jeremiah Love, Justin Haynes, Damon Claiborne, Jadarian Price, and Katrin Allen out of Penn State. But you already always know it's gonna be a guy that's out there that people that people don't know about that's gonna come in and make a little hey. Renardo, what up? Nah, EJ, that number 1 pick belong to us. Get your little filthy paws off of it, EJ. Number 1 pick belonged to the Tennessee Titans. 12 wins locked in, caught it all season, put it in the books. I mean, I'm happy for Mike Vrabel. He said roll tide with another win. Yeah, this Oklahoma game worried me though. He said New England had to wait 5 years to find Brady 2.0. But they was gonna ruin him though. Like I remember watching the Patriots last year when we beat them in overtime. It's like I said I like Drake May's skill set. They got to get him some help, and they did. But you know what else? As good as Drake May is playing, the Patriots stop the run and they run the football. I know that y'all don't like to hear that, but that's like that's it, bro. Like they run the ball and they stop the run. So what does that mean? The play action is deadly with a quarterback that can move in the pocket and got a little wheels. Because it's not like the Patriots got like some all-world set of receivers. They got better in the receiving room this year. So imagine next year, like I can see the Patriots being the team that the Patriots might be the teams that go get George Pickens. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see it. George Pickens, Stephon Diggs, Kayshawn, Pop Douglas, like they can put something nasty out there, bro. Like that's the type of stuff you got to do. Then I can see them being the team like trying to sell out to get Jeremiah Smith in 2 years or Ryan Williams. Boy. Titans, you could be like that next year if you like to see, because people didn't realize like the Patriots had a top 5 pick last year. They went offensive tackle. They went unconventional. People looked at them crazy when they took offensive tackle. Then they wound up, having a good draft. Sometimes you go an unconventional route and you get good results. It happens sometimes. Archman and Grandpa say they're gonna let him get Saints. Fans say we had to do this all day, buddy. Kraft ain't gonna want that commotion. They said the same thing about Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is on peak cocaine and got 10 babies on the way, as long as he show up on Sunday. See, when you got a culture and you got a coach like Mike Vrabel, I'm not worried about a player acting crazy with Mike Vrabel. You know what I'm saying? Like, who acting crazy with Mike Vrabel? Mike Vrabel go in there and throw hands with them. And I think that's what people didn't realize that Mike Bergonzi was saying about the Titans. Like, we ain't got the locker room and the coaching staff to deal with high heads. You know what I'm saying? You need to coach with a backbone to be able to deal with some players like that. Bro, who is Aaron Rodgers throwing to? Aaron Rodgers will throw some beams in there and turn around and throw some complete ducks. Aaron Rodgers will throw a beam in there and turn around and throw a complete duck. What Aaron Rodgers mad about? That wasn't a good thrown ball. Y'all wouldn't worry about the pink cocaine. Hey, you can't tell me you wouldn't worry about your star receiver being on the boat snorting powder preseason, man. After the season y'all had last year, you can't tell me you wouldn't worry. To say you wasn't worried is like a little bit of blind optimism that the cocaine is not gonna get in the way of the football. I can't go for that one piece of man. I can't go for that one piece of man. I mean, we ain't worried about a little cocaine, man. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Man. What is the score? 15-3? 15, it'll be 15-6. 9, I don't know, man. Steelers ain't it. Aaron Rodgers would be mad at his players. He don't throw a duck and then be mad. Oh my God, who got stiff on? Who got stiff on? Yeah, it probably was the cocaine that helped him with the rehab. Right, gave him that jolt of energy he needed, piece of man. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers was mad at on that throw. Steelers bagged up on that play. Oh my God. No, McConkey, don't dunk. Oh my God, Lad McConkey, don't do him like that. Second round wide receivers be dogs, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Them really y'all. Jeremy Bernard in the second round. I'm trying to tell y'all, the second round receivers be dogs. Yo, if 26 would have turned his head around, he would have picked the ball off. If 26 would have turned, Echoes. If you'd have turned around, you would have picked it off. Alright, man, that's an hour and a half on Facebook and YouTube. If you still tapped in, make sure y'all following on Kick and Twitch. 30-second reset. This game will end and we'll start watching highlights. Tap in with me.